So, how much should you charge for a funnel? This is the big question, and most people don't even get clarity. Whenever they try to ask you this question, they shoot you everywhere. They shoot for everything. You need to do this and that and that and that and that, and then you end up with more questions than you have with clarity. Okay, so this video is going to be all about giving you the clarity that you need, all the data that you need, without overcomplicating it, so that you understand exactly what are the 4 levels of quotes, where you are right now, and what you need to do to get to the next level as soon as possible. So this is going to be a long one, probably like 10 minutes plus. It's going to be absolutely worth it. Don't try to translate this and go to ChatGPT and just get the summary. Get the full video. If you don't got 10 minutes, you probably have bigger problems than just trying to find how much you charge, all right? So stay to the end. I guarantee you it's really, really worth it. The first thing you want to know is that depending on the outcome clarity, plus how many people are doing it, and also the outcome size, you are going to be able to charge one thing or another. Okay, so outcome clarity, then we have how many people are actually delivering on that outcome, and then also the size, what's at stake. You are going to be able to charge higher or lesser from there. Okay, so but first let's go ahead and talk about the 4 levels. The level 1 is where you actually charge for free or something around those $500. Okay, this is where you just got started. Probably you have like less than 6 months of experience. Okay, if you have more than 6 months of experience and you're charging $500, it means that you either got stuck there and you need to level up your design, your copy, etc., or it means that you have basically the wrong idea around sales and how does it work. You don't see the value in your work, so you need to change your mindset around that. But before you get into it, free to $500, this is basically where you build pages. You don't build anything massive. You don't build meaningful funnels. All you do is you put together a page. People are going to use it. Awesome. If it creates results, cool. If it doesn't matter. Nobody really gets hurt. $500 or less, that's what it is. So what you want to do in this module to go to the next one is volume. You don't want to sacrifice volume for nothing. Okay, volume is going to give you experience, muscle memory. It's going to give you basically so many different ways to learn and identify what are your main problems, what you need to what do you feel like you are lacking, and then improve to the next scenario. Okay, so volume, that's what you're going to do. And what is volume? Is around at least 1 funnel a week, whether it's for a client or for yourself. At least 1 funnel a week. The goal here should be at least 2 to 3 funnels once you get comfortable. Okay, but once you start, 1 funnel a week is going to make it happen, and then your goal is to speed it up to 2 and 3 funnels a week. When I talk about funnels, I don't talk about full complete funnels with upsells, downsells, like a sales page with different types of funnel types. Okay, you don't need to build the entire thing. If you want to, you can, but at first, you don't really want to worry about that. Now, with this stage closed, ask yourself, are you in this stage? Are you charging $500 or less? Do you have at least 6 months of experience, or do you have more? If so, just focus on the following. Improve your build speed, improve your foundation knowledge, like what type of funnels, where to start, the structure, etc. And then start improving your design. Once you have a good design, go to copy. That's it. Don't focus on anything else. Forget about conversions. Forget about all these different strategies. Forget about the $100 million models. Forget about AC funnels, linchpin funnels, SEO funnels. You don't care about any of that. What you want to do is you want to know the strategy, but you want to put in a lot of work into building sales pages so that you can build muscle memory, become super fast in the editor, become super fast in Figma, and you become very, very creative. That's the first level. Second level, you're curious, is where you charge something between $500 to $1,500. Okay. Now, what is this level? This level is where you start building pages with a little bit more sense. You have a little bit of knowledge in strategy. You have a little bit of knowledge in niche. You have a little bit of knowledge in terms of offer types, automation, and then sequence follow-up and all that stuff, right? You start thinking about this. You start having a deeper knowledge around all those things. So, but what's the problem? The problem is that why the difference of 3x, right? Who charges $500 and who charges $1,500? So here is basically around self-confidence in terms of selling, okay? In believing in your work, okay? That's it, okay? I've seen people with almost no skills, with so much confidence that will make $1,500 per funnel. Doesn't matter if the funnel was amazing or super bad. In most cases, it was super bad, right? But they have so much confidence they would be able to get to 1,500, no questions asked. The clients would just say, okay, cool, let's do it. Because they were confident in that, okay? So what this means is that if you say it's $1,500, you have no confidence, people are going to say like, okay, the guy is not confident, he's not going to be able to charge this much, let's try to lower it to $500, right? If you say, yeah, so this place is just $1,500 and you get everything we just talked about to make sure that you launched it by 15th of whatever, okay? So it's much more confident. Of course, I didn't do the exact thing, but it's much more confident. People are like, okay, this guy is used to charge 1,500. This is his standard rate. I like to work. I like the guy. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is the main thing. It's self-confidence in selling your work. That's it. Okay, so what do you need to invest here? You don't need to invest in conversions. You don't need to invest in copy. You don't need to invest in design. You don't need to invest in none of that stuff. It's all about mindset. So here you should go for one-on-one coaching, or you should go for mentorship that talks about mindset exclusively for funnel building. Okay, and if you want something like this, I do have my Funnel House membership. I do have my funnel booked or booked funnel builder academy. All right, so those two things are for mindset and sales and growth, and the other one's for technical skills. So I do recommend you to join in my academy because of that reason, okay? But you can find any other thing that you enjoy. It doesn't need to be mine in particular, but mine is focused on funnel building. Now, this is level 2. Are you in this level? If so, what questions do you have? All right, because this level is all about self-confidence. But most people think, I need better strategy, more conversion, better design, better copy, etc., etc., etc. You don't. What actually moves the needle in this case is mindset, in self-confidence. And you get self-confidence by practice a lot, like you did here, practice a lot, and then changing your mindset and how you see business. That's one thing. Now, level 3, okay? Level 3 is where we start talking about a different type of game. This game is about results, okay? This game is about conversions. This game is about a copy, an offer. This game is about understanding the customer journey. Okay, if you don't understand none of these, or if you don't understand that deeply enough, you just heard about the terminology, you know the standard definition, but you know exactly what those are. You're not able to accompany your clients. You're not able to understand where they are, what they lack, etc. Then you are not good enough. You need to become better at it. Okay, so this is where you charge $1,500 to $5,000, and you need to be very, very good at understanding where your client is, what they need, what they're asking, what's the goal, and what is the direction. That's it, okay? So how do you do this? You'll work about all these things, understanding deeply how funnels work, not just technically, deeply. What makes it or breaks it. Understanding what kind of products and offers will make sense for your clients, for entry points, for middle level, for high level. Making sure that you understand about conversions, why and what will make more sense for this specific client, and understanding on a deeper level what is actually getting your client stuck. Because sometimes your client asks you for a challenge funnel, and I can see right away you don't need a challenge funnel, you need something else, but they don't see. They want a challenge funnel because they got sold the idea of a challenge funnel. And why did they get sold? Because they saw someone that they like getting similar results that they want through a challenge funnel, allegedly. Okay, so this is something that it goes beyond anything you can learn from a simple course or whatever. You need to have either one-on-one specific coaching or a very, very good mentorship group program. I do have that in my one-on-one, in my academy. If you're interested, let me know. But like I mentioned, as long as you tackle these things, business, niche, strategy, what works and what doesn't, how to give your clients clarity and all that stuff, this is what's going to move the needle from $1,500 to $5,000. Okay, it's not if you are really, really great at at design or copy, etc. It does help. But you should have talked that or learned that before. But it does help. Okay. Now here you want to make sure that you build very solid foundations in terms of all these things: customer journey, copy and offer, and design. All that stuff, of course. This you want to start learning from here to there, and then you want to make sure that you go for conversions and results. Now, what's level 4? Okay, before you get to level 4, most people, they don't get to this level. Okay, most people, they feel like they're in this level. They want to be on this level. When they heard about customer journeys, they feel like, yeah, I know everything about customer journeys. But then when, an expert talks with them, they see how much they don't know about that. Okay, so it's very, very important that Don't make the same mistake that I did like a few years ago, like 5 years ago. I thought I knew everything about funnels. As a matter of fact, I didn't. So as I kept investing more and more and more and more, I learned a lot of things that I actually didn't know, and I'm learning more and more and more every single day. I'm at a very, very good level here, but there's so much more to learn, so much more, because psychology is complex, marketing is complex, and all that stuff. So never stop investing in your learnings. Next thing is level 4. Level 4 is where scalability and growth is. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you specifically niche down. Okay, you charge something between $5,000 to $20,000. Okay, so you niche down, or you can be even more. You niche down, and you are able to create a specific result for a specific niche. Okay, so a specific result to a specific niche. You don't want to change it too much. There's a lot of people that niche down to challenge funnels, and they are specifically good in helping people become a master at challenge funnels. There's people that do webinars. There's people that do low ticket offers. There's people that do whatever, right? So as long as you become super good at that, you are going to be able to build your SOPs, your systems. This is going to be a standardized process that you follow every single time to generate similar results to other of your clients. You attract one type of client with one type of method, and then you help them get or achieve one specific goal. This is where things get super, super serious, and the big money comes in, right? So, but most people won't get to even this level. Like 1 to 5% of people might be getting to this level. This is where around 10, maybe percent of people get there. Maybe 15% of people get there. Most people get stuck in these two levels, and they don't move to the next levels. Why? Because they focus on the wrong things. So, if you are here charging less than $1,500, or you are making less than $10,000 a month, then this is what I would recommend you to focus on. The first thing is, think about, are you putting out at least 2 funnels a week? If not, start building more volume. The second thing is, do you have self-confidence in terms of what you work, the quality of your work? How much, how much does it value? Like, how much does it help your clients? If not, make sure that you build your self-confidence. This is the first level, volume and self-confidence. Then, once you have this, then you go to the next one, okay? The next one is, have you seen your work create, like, good results or conversions, okay? Is your funnel are you able to create at least average conversions? Okay, if so, amazing. If not, you need to find clients where you can test it out so that you can find hard proof that your funnels create at least average conversions. The next thing is, are you able to identify what's wrong, what needs to be optimized in the entire structure? If not, then you need to improve this. Okay, you are not ready for the next level. And the next level is, are you able to understand one niche specifically and make sure that you build one process so you can get to one specific result? This is the ultimate one. Okay, so these are the things, ultra simplified. If you are not making that much, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you want to become top 1%, but you are not there, this is why. Volume, it's first level. Second level is self-confidence. You build it through different ways. Then is around conversions, average conversions. You don't need to be super, like the best one, like just average conversions. And then you want to make sure that you are able to identify the entire structure and optimize it, see what's wrong in what you need to do. And then afterwards, you need to replicate that and help your specific niche with a specific process get a specific result. Don't skip stages, because people that skip stages, they get super... it's super hard, super stressful, lack of clarity everywhere. So follow these things. So hopefully this helped you. If you want to learn anything about funnels and how to grow and all that stuff, I do have my academy, I do have my one-on-one, I do have my funnel house. I recommend funnel house for anyone that wants to learn about conversions. I recommend my academy to everyone that wants to expand their mind in terms of sales and try to learn how to close their first $2,000 to $5,000 deals and grow to those $10K a month. And I recommend my one-on-one for those that want to have this in a much, much faster pace, much customized way and all that stuff. Okay, so I do help funnel builders that are making less than $10,000 a month get there by improving their process, by improving their funnels, by improving their confidence in the sales skills, so they can start charging more, position better, and grow their business. So if this is you and if you're interested in learning more, let me know. If not, all good. Hopefully this video was helpful enough, and I'll see you there. Cheers.